October 14th, 2016. Been watching the countdown timer. It is now 12:30 and it's time to go camping. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's roll. Hey guys, just a quick video. So if you guys remember the videos I did a couple weeks ago, we are actually in the same spot that I was up here with Andy and Mike and John, and we're getting camp set up. We got the kitchen area all set up here in the tent. And I tell you what, I kind of like the kitchen area. Look at that, I hung a line so I could hang up all the pots and pans and cups and all that stuff, so it's all nice and organized. Andy let me borrow his Camp Chef, which, well, I'll tell you the truth, when he said, hey, do you want to borrow the Camp Chef, I thought he was going to give me like a little French dude that knew how to cook really well, but that'll work. So we got our fire getting ready to go. Well, we're in the process, you know, we got our main logs. And Eden's collecting firewood over here. I have no clue where Eden went. Ah, she's way back there. She's collecting firewood. Anyways, just a real quick video. Camp's getting set up. It's beautiful up here, absolutely beautiful. It's like 55 degrees, 56 degrees when we got here. The sun is just getting down below the tree line, so we're gonna lose light really quick. So we're just kind of trying to beat that, and then tomorrow, hopefully if the weather holds out, man, it's gonna be fishing, it's gonna be camp life, we're just gonna be chilling. But we got all the essentials taken care of. We got the fire that's gonna be going, we got the kitchen set up, we got the tent set up, and again, the scenery is awesome. There's Eden, she's getting our firewood. Oh, and the other important thing, we got the porta potty tent set up, you know, because that's important. You guys, we got the setup and a half here. Tonight's unreal. The wind is kind of beating us up a little bit, but not a big deal. So we got the tent going on here, and I know the camera quality and all that great. It's what I got though. So we got our tent going on. We still got to get our sleeping bags out, but we got the heater. Yeah, not gonna freeze tonight. Eden's over here rocking out by an epic long fire that we did. Thing's great. You gotta turn off your light. And she's over here with her Dorkmo light. And what are you eating there?
Brats.
Bratwurst. Ooh, we got the setup there, and we got the kitchen all set up here. So there we go. Got the lantern. Everything's all cool, but it's kind of chilly. It's getting late, and I'm really hoping, really hoping this is gonna show up on camera, because this view is unreal. We got a full moon over the Whispering Pines. I really wish that was a better quality camera deal there, but it's all I got. It doesn't actually do it justice. So we got the fire and the full moon. I'm camping with my daughter. Yeah. I had to do one more video before I head to bed. Eden's actually in the tent and in bed. It's kind of chilly out here. But sitting out by the fire, man, it's amazing. It is just amazing out here. You know, I got my fire, and you just look up from that. You got a full moon. This place is magical. I absolutely love it. And to make it even better, I'm out here with my daughter. 13 years old, she hasn't outgrown the daddy time yet. I know that's gonna come. but you know what? It hasn't yet, so I'm taking advantage. The man, the wind is just whipping through these lodgepole pines up here. There's no way this little camera is gonna capture the whole thing, and I can show you. I wish I could, but I tell you what, it's our first night. So it's Friday night. We're gonna go home Sunday. So tomorrow we got nothing to do. The only thing we really need to do is collect firewood for tomorrow night. Other than that, and hopefully we can catch some fish, and who knows, maybe we can have some trout for dinner. But I tell you what, I love camping. I love the outdoors. And to make it even better, again, I'm out here with my daughter. That is so cool. But anyways, I think I've got to put out our beautiful fire, and it's probably time for bed. So we'll see you tomorrow, because I guarantee there'll be more videos. Hey, Eden. Good morning. What you got rocking there for breakfast? Oh, her mouth's full. She's embarrassed. What you got there?
I got sausage and scrambled eggs and orange juice.
We gotta have our OJ. It's a good morning, right?
Yeah.
We got our morning fire going over there. It's kind of warm.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it this warm. All right. So what are we gonna do today?
I don't know.
That's the best part about camping. We're gonna go fishing? Okay, other than that, we don't know. I like it. I like it. Hey guys, quick video. I wanted to show you how I got the kitchen set up. This is really neat. I don't know where I got this idea. I don't remember if I saw it on a video, if somebody taught it to me, if it just came to me. I honestly, I don't remember. But to keep some stuff organized up here, especially since it's just me and Eden, we don't have a ton of gear, but I wanted to make sure I kept stuff as organized as possible. So what I did was I actually took some 550 cord and I strung it between two trees, and because I had a ratchet strap, I just have a simple loop in each end of the 550 cord, and then I have the 550 cord hooked around the hook on that end and around that end. 550 cord will stretch, so that way I can just give that ratchet a couple clicks. It was kind of cool. I had some hooks laying around in the garage. I didn't spend any money to do this, so I just took the hooks and Eden and I threaded the 550 cord through, so we could hang pots and pans and our camp hatchet. There's our roasting forks and all that stuff. Just keep everything up and organized. The other thing we did, we hung a tarp at kind of an angle here, so it's going straight across the front. You can see that back corner back there angle, so if it does rain, it'll allow that to go down. And that's tied up with 550 cord, and I got a little hook there to hang the lantern on it. What we did do though, because we did have some winds, I put it on a bungee on this corner, and this back lower corner I did on a bungee, connected to 550 cord with a taut line hitch, so I can continue to tighten it if I need to. The other two corners are just 550 cord, so that way with the wind I don't have to worry about it snapping or anything else like that. Yeah, it has some more give and maybe a little less protection that way, but it worked out. I again took 550 cord, made a little rack for our towel and my UV glove and pot holder, so those can be up and out of the way and actually drying out. And then this one was pretty neat. I'm really proud of this. I forgot my paper towels, so I had to use shop towels. I'm sure you guys have these in the garage. But just took a stick, ran it through, and then it's just tied up with 550 cord in the grommets that are already in the tarp. And paper towel holder. Kind of like that setup. So yeah, I just wanted to show that setup. You know, I think it worked out pretty neat, and everything is nice and clean and organized. And I love it. Oh, and that water jug back there. Whew, gotta point this out. So what I did was we were kind of limited on water. So we took water from the wonderful mountain stream. I boiled it to make sure any pathogens and stuff like that were done. And we found a stump that's a little ways away from where we're doing everything and where we're actually living. And this water is actually going to be used for doing dishes. So we put it down, we can turn it on, do our dishes, lift it up, and it leaks a little bit, so we have to leave it like that. But we got a place to do our dishes. There's a natural little ditch here, and I'll take that water. And yes, I do have biodegradable dish soap, just for camp. I really like this setup. It kind of sucks that we're leaving tomorrow. It's 11:30, so we're gonna enjoy the rest of the day, but this setup's pretty sweet. So here we are. It's day 2. It's getting to be almost noon. A little bit ago I had set up my hammock, and the plan was, okay, we had breakfast, I set up my hammock. A little later we could have some lunch, and Daddy could take a nap, tell Eden, hey, go gather firewood, and I could take a nap. That doesn't work when you have a 13-year-old daughter camping with you. So I got my hammock all set up. I'm really looking forward to using it. However, when I went to go get in the hammock, I found this vermin, this parasite, already in the hammock.
It's my hammock now.
It's what?
It's mine now.
I'm not okay with this. I want my hammock back.
It's my
But
hammock.
check that out, man. You got this stream back there and a hammock and that sun. I tell you what, I was really concerned coming up here about it being too cold. We're a little over 10,000 feet. Uinta Mountains again, up by Spirit Lake. I was worried it was gonna be cold. It's hot. In the sun, I shouldn't say hot. It's very nice. It's got to be close to 70 degrees up here. I'm just, t-shirt and jeans. So is Eden. We both woke up, had our sweatshirts on, and it didn't take long that we had to get rid of the sweatshirts. Gorgeous up here, absolutely gorgeous. So once again, oh, love it, love it, love it, love it. Time to go fishing. So Eden decided to do a little bit of exploring, which I think is great while we're out here at camp. I'm actually getting on my waders because we found some firewood that is really going to work well with the type of fire we want to do tonight, but it's across the creek. So I'm going to put on my waders and walk over there. That way I don't have to worry about bouncing on rocks or logs or whatever. But Eden found some really neat spots with some trees that who knows how many years they've been down, but they're just uprooted and whatnot. So she looks at me and says, Dad, I'm taking off. I'm like, where are you going? I'm gonna go explore. She's out there. I know she's along the river. I'm okay with it. Everything's safe. But man, she is so tenacious. She just took off and she's gonna do her thing. When I was 13 years old, there is no way you could get me to do that. I was petrified to be in the woods by myself. I know that there was nothing to be afraid of. Any animals or anything like that, they're gonna be more afraid of you than they are them. I get all that. I was told that at the time, but didn't compute at 13. And Eden gets it, man. She's so tenacious. She's off doing her thing. I told her, all right, well, she's got her knife, she's got her lighter with her, she's got her multi-tool, and she's got a whistle around her neck. I know she won't go too far, so if she gets in trouble, she'll just have to blow that whistle, and I'll come running. But man, she's just having a blast. I wish I could get more video of her reaction to things. It's pretty cool up here. It really is. And you know, once again, I find myself just completely thankful that I have this opportunity to come spend with my daughter. It's so many people don't have this opportunity, and I know quite a few who have the opportunity, they just don't take advantage of it. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't. I'm gonna take full advantage of it every chance I can. So, a few weeks. I'm actually hoping to come back up here with Wyatt and do a daddy-son camping trip, and you know, hopefully he has just as much fun as Eden's having. But anyways, I better shut up and go get this firewood.
Hey guys, it's Eden. Right now I'm by the river, so I'm not sure exactly how good the audio is. But I'm going to go exploring out in the woods because I found a pretty cool tree just a little bit over there by the river that I want to show you guys. And I'm not very far from camp. Camp is just right over there. So let's just go see what we can find. I came up here with Dad a little bit earlier because I wanted to show him this giant tree that I had found. Like this giant log right here. And this is the tree that I had found, this giant one. It's dead and it's leaning up against other trees. And I wanted to show him because of what's underneath this tree. You can just see all of the roots and the rocks underneath it, which is pretty much just pure erosion of the earth, and I'm pretty sure that's what killed this tree. But I thought it was just beautiful, and I really wanted to show Dad, and I decided to make a video on it. Right now I'm going to go across the river on this log, which isn't too difficult. I've gone across it a few times already. Just be careful. So now I'm across, and let's just see what we find. The first thing I notice is all of these dead trees around, and I'm probably just like a few 200 yards away from camp, not very far at all. I came out here the first time looking for some firewood, and that's when I noticed that tree for the first time. But all of this stuff is bone dry, and it's just absolutely beautiful. It doesn't look like anyone's been here because we went across the river a few times to try and find some trees to maybe cut for some firewood, and we saw the trees that we decided to use, and they had already had cuts from chainsaws on them, and I'm like ducking under trees and branches right now, but they had cuts from chainsaws on them and a ton of stuff that, like, you know, there were humans out here doing stuff. But even just this little bit away from camp, there is so much stuff. And I can't find anything that shows there is stuff from humans, like no cuts, like this tree is uprooted. Same with a lot of these other ones, like over here, and there's little baby trees from these big ones dying at one point because the sun can finally get to help implant those. But look at this tree, you guys. There are rocks and dirt stuck in it from when it fell. It's a giant tree. It must have been very old. It goes all the way down very far. And I still haven't found any with like cuts on them from chainsaws or hatchets or whatever. So we're just gonna look up a little bit more, see what we can find, and eat on. Here's what else I found, just these dead trees over here. And honestly, you can just look around and see absolutely nothing man-made. And like there's all these little tiny baby pine trees over here that are just growing up, and there's a lot of stuff over here that you can't see when you're just at your campsite. Like, I'm not even all that far from our campsite, but there's all these trees and all these dead trees, and it's honestly really pretty, and we can use these trees for firewood if we need to. There's just so much, and if you're looking at your campsite for firewood, you can't always find it unless it's like earlier camping, like in the summer, because there's those branches from dead trees that had fallen over the winter. But there's just all of this, and I'm willing to bet I'm only 100 yards away from camp. And people usually, they do the easy stuff. They're not willing to go out and, like, I get it, you want to look and try and get the easy stuff because it's easier. But this is what I've been finding all over. Just these uprooted dead trees, these fresh trees. There's sticks and firewood that we can use all over the ground. But I mean, just look at this. We can use all of this if we need to. There's just so much that we can use to bring, and it's so pretty out here too. We're not even that far from camp. In fact, I can see my camp just over there. I don't know if you can on the video, but I can see everything that we have over there. And it's just absolutely beautiful out here. There's all these dead things and so much life that you can see. I'm not even that far away from anything either. Here's that tree that fell again. But just look at that, it's so pretty.
So we're out here, we're looking for some firewood and whatnot, dry grass, which just happens to be like everywhere. But Eden finds the snow. What are you playing with over there?
Snow.
Finds a patch of snow. How high up are we?
10,000 feet.
Just over 10,000 feet. Yeah, we're about 10,200 here. How cool is that, though?
It's cold.
Is it cold?
Yeah, it's cold.
All right, well, I think we should go fishing, huh?
Yeah.
Let's go fishing. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you the fire that we got. We got everything built up here, everything set. Eden, bring the camera in a little closer here, and let's show everybody what we actually did. So, this is a version of the long fire, I guess, is the way you can do it. If I can get Eden to come around this side, and I'm going to show you the ends of the logs. What we did was we have 3 large logs on the bottom. In between there, we actually just picked up dead pine cones that were all over the place. Filled those air gaps. Now after that, we have 2 logs, kind of forming a pyramid. We filled that entire air gap with small sticks, tinder, dry, everything. Well, you know, dry bark, whatever. Then this one's gonna sit on top, okay? What we're hoping to do, and Eden's gonna get this thing lit, is the fire's gonna start here, it'll drop down, so as stuff starts burning, those ashes and coals will drop down in there and keep these burning. Each one of these is about 6 foot long. It's gonna burn for a long time, okay? This isn't something that's gonna give humongous flames, but it should burn at least all nighter until we put it out and go to bed. So Eden did a majority of this work. She collected the sticks, she collected the bark, she collected grass for her tinder bundle, all that stuff, and did a really great job. And I'm gonna take the camera from her and show you guys. I'm gonna let her get that started. So, little transfer here. All right, Miss Eden, what do we have going on here for the tinder bundle? Where you're gonna start it?
Right here we just have a bunch of like dry grass that we found that we cut up in a big bunch on just one side. So the wind is going from this way to that way, so we're hoping that if I light it on this end, it will kind of travel, and I will help that by lighting some sticks and putting them in, lighting other parts of it on fire.
That sounds great. And what are you using to light it?
I'm just using a Sparker fire starter.
Okay, it's a fire steel.
Fire steel.
There you go. All right, Eden, show us how it's done, man. There's no lighter here. This is all coming from sparks. I think you might have an easier time if you turn your sparker part, the blade, turn it all the way around. Nope. So this part, there you go. This part's going this way. It won't hinder you as much. All right, kiddo. I think we need to try a different method to light the fire.
It's not gonna work.
So, well, you know what? Those do take practice, and that's why we're out here. This is our first camping trip ever, right? Okay, grab that other method out of your pocket. Now, this one takes a really big skill set to do. I know it's tough. Go ahead and light the fire because we gotta get it cooking. A little lower. There we go. All right. So we need to practice some firecraft, and
I did it.
you got it?
I did it.
She did it. All right. So we're gonna practice firecraft in the fire steel. But you know what? It's okay if you didn't get the first time. It's the first time you ever tried to light a fire with that. It'll take some practice. We'll practice it maybe even in the backyard. Whatever.
Knuckles are all scratched up.
That'll happen. We'll practice a little bit. You'll get it. Okay. So anyways, the fire's going there, and it's smoking heavy. But we'll bring you guys back and show you the result of it actually get going. Because like I said, this is pretty cool. It's gonna be a 6 foot long fire. I have failed in my fire making teaching techniques. She used a blowtorch. That's all right. Eden. I know. Eden built a great fire. It was all built. So one of the things that we'll work on in practice is lighting the fire and getting those tinder bundles, you know, perfect, right? Just something we got to practice, right? So we'll work on tinder bundles. Heck, that's something we can do in the backyard, and get practice with that fire steel, and then we won't have to do that. But regardless, the construction of the fire Eden did was wonderful. Lighting it was a little rough, but I'm sure we're going to enjoy this, and we'll do a new video here in a little bit, right?
Okay.
All right. Cheater. So there's Eden. Standing by her fire. What are you? Is that Snickers? Dude, we're prepping dinner. You're stealing baby Snickers. Anyways, so this is the fire that she built. This is the one that she had some trouble lighting, but that's all right. We'll work on firecraft and getting that stuff lit later on. This is our first camping trip out here. And the only thing that we have done to this fire, and you can see, compared to Eden, I mean, that's a pretty awesome fire. 6 foot logs, about 6 foot. The only thing we did after building it and lighting it was we moved this rock here, just so if stuff starts falling, we're okay, because as you can see, it, you know, makes that pyramid. And I added the fire, or the fire grill, I guess. So that's there because we're getting ready to prep dinner. Other than that, all the little stuff is burnt off, and those logs are just feeding themselves. And hopefully we won't have to do anything to it all night. Should be good to go. So here we are at the fire, getting dinner going. Eden chilling with her spoon, waiting for dinner. Why don't you explain to everybody what we got going for dinner here? What do we have?
So in the tin foil on our stove, we have in one of the packs there's mushrooms and onions. Then in the 2 other packs there's a few more onions, some hamburger and carrots with some garlic and other spices.
And burger.
I said burger.
Oh, you did say burger. Don't forget the meat. And then what do we got in the cups there? Because we know those hobo dinners are gonna take a while. What's in there?
In my cup I have chili, and in Dad's cup he has chicken noodle soup.
Chicken noodle soup. So we got that going because those soups are gonna be a lot faster than the hobo dinners. But that fire, wow, yeah. We've added nothing to it other than a couple paper towels while we were cooking. But other than that, man, the fire construction was awesome, and it's still burning, and will probably continue to burn all night until we're ready to go to bed. Catch you later. Okay, Eden, what you eating there on our second night?
There's potatoes and onions and carrots and hamburger and garlic and hot sauce.
You put some hot sauce in there?
Yeah.
You rocking that hobo dinner, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So we pulled the hobo dinners off of our wonderful fire. We still have not done anything to it. We haven't added any wood, done nothing other than, I said earlier, we put that second rock in front, so that way if logs start to roll, it'll help that out. We put the fire griddle, and that's it. So now it's time to chow down. I gotta grab my dinner. More video. It's bedtime. Eden, I know my light's in your eyes. Sorry.
It's okay.
What do you think?
With the help of his stable hand,
Your feet are cold?
Yeah.
So should they warm up pretty quick?
Yeah. I want to stay here longer.
You what?
I want to stay here longer.
You want to stay here longer. There's the quote of the year. So anyways, here's our setup for our tent. Yeah, you can't see much, but the most important part of the tent, the big buddy heater. Man, it actually makes it really toasty here because it's a really ventilated tent. So we actually got the propane tank outside, and it's running through a line to hit this. So we're running off a big propane tank rather than 2 little ones. And then as I lay down in my cot and we look up at the ceiling, Oh, look at that. Yeah, we got an iPad hanging from the ceiling so we can watch River Monsters. Okay, that guy was kind of scary. But anyways, it's time for bed. Eden's in her cot. I'm in my cot.
I'm a worm.
You're what?
I'm a worm.
Being a worm, be quiet and go to bed. What a nerd. Love you.
Love you.
Good night. Okay, last morning, it's Sunday, so it's time for us to get packed up. Unfortunately, as we were packing up, we have major fog coming in up here. And the clouds do not look real forgiving. So it's already sprinkled on us a little bit. Nothing, nothing really too much to speak of, but we're breaking down camp. I just got breakfast done. Eden's breaking down camp. Eden, what you got there?
I got eggs with onions and mushrooms and cheese, and then I have sausage.
Eggs with mushrooms, onions, cheese, and you got sausage on the side. I'm a fat guy, man. I don't fool around when it comes to camp cooking. So, anyways, we got the remnants of the fire last night. We did throw one more of the big, huge 6-footers on there that we didn't use last night, just to have on there. We'll make sure that's thoroughly put out before we leave. But anyways, we're getting camp set up. Everything's getting ready to get loaded in the truck, and we were hoping to go fishing, but I don't think we're gonna get to go fishing, are we? I don't think so either. But it's part of life. What's that?
It's gotten a lot colder too.
I bet you the temp dropped a good 5-10 degrees. Well, probably more than that since we woke up.
It was pretty warm this morning, and then it just like all of a sudden I was gathering some firewood over there, and the temperature dropped, and I came back and I saw all the fog.
You can see your breath.
Yeah, I know, I can see my breath now.
Yeah, so that temp is dropping on us pretty good. We're gonna get packed up and head for home. Well guys, hopefully the wind ain't too bad. You can hear us. It's Sunday, it's time to pack up and head home. We got a heck of a storm coming in behind us over the lake here, so luckily we got everything packed up. We got snowed on a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we got a little bit of snow on us, not that big of a deal. I lost my cowboy hat. I think somebody stole it for keeps on this trip. But it's time for us to head home. Had a great trip. Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah? Can we do it again? What about tomorrow? Let's go home, cowgirl.
The hat keeps trying to blow away.
Okay, we're home. Nothing's unpacked. Well, we got food unpacked.
Yeah.
Right. So anyways, it's Sunday. We've been home for a couple hours now. It's about 20 to 6 p.m. So we made it. Realistically, what'd you think? Did you have fun? Yeah. Did you learn anything? What'd you learn?
I want to go inside.
You don't know. It's cold here too. She wants to go inside. No, you guys, thanks for watching all the videos. I know I flooded social media with videos, and I even put on some of your videos. So that's pretty cool. But now it's time to go home and